In the last video we had this demonstration here. We then used a written symbol to reference it. After that, we used our written symbol in other demonstrations. Well, instead of using a written symbol, what we're going to use is a concrete item. So now instead of using ink on paper, we're going to use this plastic cow. So this plastic cow means this many of these, or 4 tires. And just like last time, we could use a written symbol in other demonstrations. We can use this little plastic cow in other demonstrations as well. Now, just like the ink on paper, we have this much of this. Well, okay, what does that mean? Well, there's 1 tire, and then there's this cow. Well, the cow's a symbol, and the cow's a symbol for that many of those. So the cow means 4 tires. So that's 4 tires there, and then 1 more. So that right there is a demonstration of 5 tires. And just like last time, we could assign a symbol to this demonstration as well. But if this can be a symbol, if it doesn't matter whether it's ink on paper or the plastic cow, then the tire can be a symbol as well. So if I come up to here and I say this much, and you ask, well, this much of what? Well, this much of this. Well, if this little plastic cow is going to be a symbol, and you go and see its demonstration, well, you need to see what this little plastic tire's demonstration is too. So what we need for this plastic tire is one of these definitions. Just like that. Now, when we go up and I say this much, and you say, well, this much of what? And I say, well, this much of this. Well, okay. Now the plastic cow's a symbol. So we go and we look at the plastic cow, and we say the plastic cow, okay, the plastic cow was a symbol. It means this much of this. Well, what's this? Well, this is just 4 of these, so that's 4 tires. And then there's our tire again. Well, if that's a symbol, then we need to go and find its demonstration. So if we look at its demonstration, we would come here. So what would that be? Well, a tire, if I say this much, and I say this much of this, well, that's what a tire is. A tire is just 1 tire. So a tire, that would be its demonstration there. A tire is just 1 tire. And then we can create a shortcut using this notation. Since it's the same symbol all the way around this demonstration, we can just connect them all to 1 instance of that symbol, like that. So these two are the same. This demonstration here and this demonstration are the same thing. This is saying, because remember, it doesn't matter whether we're using written symbols or we're using concrete items, but they have to be demonstrated. So for this to be demonstrated, it needs to be in one of these demonstrations. But a tire is just 1 tire. So we can shortcut that by using this notation here. So then you ask ourselves, okay, so the car, well, the car was just 4 wheels, right? There's 4 tires there. So if it doesn't matter whether we're using ink on paper or whether we're using concrete items, then I can replace this car with something else. I could replace it with the word car. So now that's the word car. If you didn't know that that was the word car, if that said car in a different language, for instance, you would actually have to have a demonstration of that. You would have to know how many of those that is. So we can do that demonstration just like this. Okay, so that's the notation for our demonstration. And remember what it is. It's just whatever's connected to that bar, that is that much of that. So a car is going to be 4 tires. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 tires. So that now that word right there means that many of those are 4 tires. And now this symbol here, this cow, is the same thing as that car is. So this cow is also 4 tires. And then, you know, if I did that, then the cow would be 5 tires. So you can see it doesn't matter whether we're using the symbols on the paper or real objects. What actually matters is the relationships. But if we see symbols, they all have to be demonstrated. So there's going to be one base object. So in this instance, we were actually talking about tires. So that's what we're counting. So everything is going to be relative to a tire. So for instance, this demonstration here, this will be a symbol that means, you know, this much of this, or a certain amount of tires, right? Because the tires is the base item we're talking about.